Hello everyone, today our topic is light. Light is a form of energy. It helps us to see things around and keep ourselves safe. Traffic lights give signal to the drivers to tell them when to start and when to stop so that they can stay safe from road accidents. Light at the front of the vehicles help drivers to see other vehicles on the road at night. Sunlight is important to make food. Behavior of light. Light is all around us and help us to see. We observe certain behaviors of light. Some of them are described below. Light is observed by plants for making food, and this behavior is called absorption of light. Light can be bounced back or reflect from the surface of an object. When it strikes it, if the surface is smooth, the reflection will be specular reflection. If the surface is rough, the reflection will be diffuse reflection. Here are the diagrams of specular reflection and diffuse reflection. Specular reflection is smooth reflection surface from it occurs from smooth surface, and diffuse reflection it occurs from rough surface. What is reflection? We know that light moves in a straight line called light rays. We are able to see an object when light is reflected off after it hits the object. The reflected light then enters our eyes. The whole process in which light rays hit the surface and bounce off is called reflection. If an object does not reflect any light, we are not able to see it. Incident light and reflected light. After the eyes collect information, it sends information to brain. Our eyes send image to the brain upside down. It is our brain that flips the image and tries to make sense of what we are seeing. Light can pass through or transmit from the surface of an object. Bicycle reflector is not a light surface, so how do we see it? Light shadows. Light waves transmit differently through different material like air, glass and water. Transparent material allow most of light that strikes them to transmit it through them. Opaque material do not allow any light to transmit through them, due to which light cannot be seen on the other side of the object and cast shadows. Look at the following illustrations and find out which window let light transmit through completely. The transparent one. Rainbow. Rainbow is among the most beautiful display of nature. How is rainbow formed? Rainbow is an arc of 7 colors. Among them, the red color is on the outside and changes through orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo to violet on the inside. When it rains during the day and water droplets float in the air and we can see the rainbow. Rainbow forms when the sunlight passes through these water droplets and we are able to see different colors. When rays of sunlight in the air enters water droplets, the binding of light occurs because of change of medium of air to water. The phenomenon is called refraction. The sunlight half of the earth at that time. Half of the earth is always facing the sun and the other half is always away from the sun. The part of earth facing the sun and receiving the sunlight has a day. The half which is away from sun is the darkness and has night. As the earth keeps on rotating, the side which was in darkness gradually comes to face the sun and has daytime and vice versa. The shadow of tree during the course of day. Why does the shadow of the tree have different length in each case? We know that our earth rotates around its own axis and has this rotation brings day and night. The earth rotates, the position of sun changes which affect the size of the shadow of the tree. from smaller angle of sun and the short shadow, and the large angle of sun the longer shadow. The light absorbed by the plant by making food, and this behavior is called absorption of light. Light can be bounced back or reflected from the surface of an object when it strikes it. If the surface is smooth, the reflection will be specular reflection. If the surface is rough, the reflection will be diffuse reflection. We all know that light moves in straight line called light rays. We are able to see an object when light is reflected off after it hits the object. The reflected lights that enter our eyes, the whole process in which light rays hits the surface and bounce back is called reflection. Do you think that our eyes produce light? No. Eyes do not produce light, they only detect light, focus on images, and see what is around us. Bounce to cause the rebound or be reflective. Reflection, the return of light from a surface. Light waves transmit differently through different material like air, glass, and water. Transparent materials allow most of the light that strikes them to transmit through them. Opaque material do not allow any light to transmit through them, due to which light cannot be seen on the other side of the object and cast shadows. After the eyes collect information, it sends information to the brain. Our eyes send image to the brain upside down. It is our brain that flips the image and tries to make sense of what we are seeing.